Today I'm going to share with you two different ways that I've learned on how you can paint on old plastic medicine bottles. So the first way that I know, I've already shown y'all this one. I did not use any other technique other than just going ahead and painting on there with the acrylic paint. I did my layers, I painted it as much as I wanted to. And the bottle was originally blue, so I painted the bottom, the top, and the way that I did it was I finished painting it and then I used Mod Podge, which is a water-based glue, sealer and finish. I used that to seal it in. So it's stuck onto the plastic of the plastic medicine bottle. So you can do this, you can scratch it, it's not coming off. You can drop it on the floor, it's not coming off. Unless you're like really scraping it, this is not gonna come off. And this works really well for bottles where you do not want to paint the whole thing. See, I only painted sections of it. Now, the other way, if you wanted to paint the whole bottle, what I recommend you do is see here that there's this texture, this scratchy texture. What I recommend is getting a piece of sanding paper. This is just a scrap, but you can use this. I've already prepared this bottle, but you just create a texture. Here, let me get a fresh bottle that I haven't used. You can hear my dog tip-tapping in the background, but here is a fresh medicine bottle. This one is orange, and I want to have a Christmas, winter, Yule theme. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm gonna paint the whole thing so it's not orange. So I'm going to use this and create a texture for the paint. You see these scratches? The paint's going to stick better onto it if I'm going to paint the whole thing. So what I do is, you just take your time and you just create the texture for the paint to stick onto. Now this surface is going to be easier for the acrylic paint to stick onto and not flake off. And once you have finished and it looks a little bit more like this, you can start painting and you can put all the different layers on that you need to. And once you have finished painting, you can use the Mod Podge to seal that in. Now you might be worried about all this texture showing showing through the paint. It won't, because you're gonna have to put a ton of layers. This right here, I had to use a lot of layers just to get this to not be see-through. So you're gonna have a lot of layers. The scratchiness is not gonna be able to be seen. So those are the ways that I've learned on how to paint this type of plastic. Now, when you're sealing it in and you're not painting the whole bottle, if you're just doing sections and you're using your Mod Podge, this is the kind I use. It's got a glossy finish, so it'll really shine and stick out. What I like to do is I use a small round brush like this. That way, oh meowsy hush. So that way I can have more control over where the sealer will go, because I don't need the sealer on this part of the plastic where I didn't paint. So, and that's what I do. And you can just seal it in and put a couple coats on there, and it's going to be good for a long, long time. It is not going to come off. Like, it's not gonna come off. See? You'd have to go over it with sandpaper. You can drop it. It's fine. It's going to stay for a good long while, and you will have a great ornament to go on your tree. Well, those are the two techniques I have, using Mod Podge and sanding paper. You can use both techniques to paint your old plastic medicine bottles. Oh, Tombo. All right, bye.